Imagine you've uncovered the secret to immortality, a power passed from father to son through the ages. To safeguard it, you've hidden fragments of the formula beneath Machu Picchu's misty terraces. Deep inside Petra's rose-red treasury, within the silent chambers of the Great Pyramid, atop Cappadocia's sunrise-lit fairy chimneys, and in the thunderous spray of Victoria Falls, each site holds a vital clue, waiting for the next daring heir to piece them together. In this video, we'll reveal the first hints and guide you on a thrilling quest through these legendary wonders. If you're ready to chase eternal secrets and explore ancient mysteries, hit like, share, and subscribe in. Stay tuned for more amazing adventures in our upcoming videos. The Colosseum, Italy. Imagine this. In a past life, you were chosen to stand at the heart of this mighty arena, your fate balanced on the edge of a blade. Around you, 80,000 voices roar like a storm. Your heartbeat is a war drum echoing in your chest. The sun burns above as the scent of dust, sweat, and blood fills the air. You know that once the drumbeat sounds, there's no turning back, it's fight or die. Whether you wish to or not, you must step forward, lift your weapon, and face the unknown. But now, in this moment, you stand here not as a warrior, but as a witness surrounded by the ghosts of the past. Only fragments of memory remain, like ashes floating on the wind. Together, let us uncover the secrets still buried in these stones and reimagine the legends that once lived here. You'll be amazed at the truths waiting to be revealed. This is the Colosseum, Rome's eternal monument to power, pain, and performance. Construction began under Emperor Vespasian in 72 AD and was completed by his son Titus just 8 years later. It was built not by slaves, but by thousands of Roman citizens, artisans, and engineers, in offering to the empire itself. With over 240 arches and 4 tiers of seating, it was a marvel of architectural genius. Beneath the arena floor, 2 levels of underground tunnel scald the hypogeum, buzzed with activity like a hidden city. Gladiators prayed or prepared in darkness, animals paced in cages, and stagehands worked the machinery like invisible gods. At the center was a lift system so advanced, it could raise entire platforms in seconds, creating sudden spectacles that stunned the crowds. Every performance was political. Every drop of blood was both entertainment and empire propaganda. Emperors used games to win love, to silence dissent, and to remind people who ruled the world. The most famous warriors, called star gladiators, were the celebrities of their time. They had fans, graffiti made in their honor, and even merchandise bearing their names. Some were prisoners of war, others were volunteers chasing glory, gold, or redemption. Women, too, fought in this arena, though rarely. Their presence added shock and spectacle. When the games began, there was no mercy. Life or death depended on skill, strength, and the whims of the emperor. The crowd held their breath for every strike, and with a simple gesture, a thumbs up or down, a man's fate could be sealed. But the Colosseum was more than bloodshed. It was a stage for epic drama, wild hunts, and mythical reenactments. Elephants dressed in armor, stags running through forests built overnight, and even sea battles recreated in a flooded arena. Imagine the logistics. Engineers diverted water from aqueducts, sealed the hypogeum, and filled the Colosseum like a massive pool. Wooden ships crashed, and warriors fell into swirling wavesaw for the cheers of the people. This was Rome not as a city, but as a god, showing off its might to the heavens. As centuries passed, the Colosseum saw the rise and fall of emperors, plagues, and invasions. When the empire crumbled, the arena turned to silence. It was stripped for stone, its marble stolen, its golden statues melted down. It became a fortress, a home, a market, even a cemetery. Earthquakes shattered its skeleton, vines overtook the walls, and silence returned to the place where once the world screamed. But even in ruin, the Colosseum refused to die. The people of Rome never truly let go. By the Middle Ages, pilgrims came here to pray, believing that every stone was soaked in the blood of martyrs. In the Renaissance, artists and scholars stood in awe of its enduring beauty, sketching and studying every detail. Poets wept in its shadow. Rulers dreamed of reviving its legacy. It was declared a sacred site, protected for all eternity. Today, the Colosseum is one of the most visited landmarks on Earth. But what you see now is just the surface, just the bones of a legend. Beneath your feet, stories still breathe. Of men who fought lions with bare hands, of women who defied fate, of rulers who ruled with applause. Every crack in the stone is a memory. Every shadow is a voice waiting to be heard. You are not just a tourist, you are a time traveler. And as you leave this place, part of its history will live inside you. Taj Mahal, India. Imagine this. It's early morning. A soft mist curls above the calm Yamuna River. Before you stands a palace carved from moonlight. The white marble glows golden under the rising sun, and silence stretches across the garden as if the world itself is holding its breath. You're not just looking at a building. You're standing before the Taj Mahal, the greatest love letter ever written in stone. It's not just a monument, it's a memory. A tomb. A promise made by a heartbroken emperor to the love of his life. Shah Jahan, the fifth Mughal emperor, once ruled with unimaginable wealth and power. But even emperors kneel before grief. His beloved queen, Mumtaz Mahal, whose name means Jewel of the Palace, died in 1631 during childbirth. It was their 14th child. As she lay dying, she asked three things of him. Take care of our children. Never remarry. And build something so beautiful that the world would remember our love forever. He kept all three promises. But the last one? It became a masterpiece. Over the next 22 years, more than 20,000 artisans, sculptors, and builders from across the Mughal Empire, India, Persia, Central Asia, even Turkey labored to create this marvel. 1,000 elephants were used to transport materials. The white marble was brought from Rajasthan. Semi-precious stones like jade, crystal, lapis lazuli, amethyst, turquoise, and onyx were inlaid with stunning precision. Look closely at the walls, you'll see poetry in Persian, delicate floral patterns, and geometric designs so perfect they seem unreal. The entire structure is symmetrical, almost divine in its proportions. But the magic lies in how it changes with light. In the early morning, it blushes with a soft pink hue. At noon, it shines pure white. At sunset, it glows orange gold. And under the full moon, it appears silver, almost floating, like a dream wrapped in moonbeams. Some say it changes color with the mood of Mumtaz herself, as if her spirit still lingers, watching. Deep inside, beneath the marble dome, are two cenotaphs sewn for Mumtaz and one for Shah Jahan. But here's the secret. Only her tomb is perfectly aligned with the symmetry of the building. His is slightly off-center. Why? Because it was never meant for him. He planned to build a second mausoleum for himself, a black Taj Mahal, across the river and connect them with a silver bridge. But fate intervened. His own son Aurangzeb overthrew him and locked him inside the Agra fort, just across the river. For 8 years, Shah Jahan could only gaze at the Taj Mahal from a window, watching the love of his life from afar. When he died, he was buried beside her. And the perfect symmetry was broken by love. Some legends say that after the Taj was completed, Shah Jahan ordered the hands of the master architects cut off, so they could never build something so beautiful again. Most historians doubt this, but the story remains etched into the whispers of every guide, every visitor. Whether fact or fable, it adds a shadow to the brilliance, a price for beauty. But not all stories here are of emperors and queens. Walk through the gardens, the Charbagh layout, 4 rivers symbolizing paradise. Sit on the marble benches and watch lovers holding hands, children chasing birds, and elderly couples smiling at memories. The Taj Mahal is alive. It breathes. It listens. Every visitor leaves a piece of their soul here and takes a little magic with them. Today, the Taj Mahal is one of the new 7 wonders of the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It welcomes millions of people each year, not just tourists, but dreamers, poets, and believers in love. Some come for photographs. Others come in silence, just to feel something they can't explain. Because here, love has a shape. It has a color. It has a heartbeat carved into stone. And long after the emperor and his queen are forgotten, the Taj Mahal will whisper their story to anyone willing to listen. So the next time you see a photo of the Taj Mahal, don't just admire its beauty. Close your eyes. Hear the echo of a lover's promise. Petra, Jordan. Imagine this. You're standing at the entrance of a narrow, winding canyon, and for a moment, the desert wind whispers your name. In another life, you might have been a trader from Arabia, a spy from Rome, or even a Nabatean priest guarding secrets in stone. The red cliffs rise around you like ancient sentinels, and with every step into the sick, your heart begins to race. The air grows still as you move forward, and then suddenly it appears. Al-Khazna, the treasury, majestic and mysterious, glowing under the desert sun. Carved straight from the rock face over 2,000 years ago, this monument has guarded its secrets in silence. But Petra is far more than just a beautiful facade. It was once a thriving city, hidden in the desert, ruled by a people called the Nabateans. They were master merchants, desert architects, and water engineers turning harsh terrain into a flourishing oasis. Imagine caravans arriving from distant lands, bearing spices, incense, and silk, winding through the canyons to trade in Petra's markets. Petra was their heart, and every cliff, every carving, every waterway told part of their story. The Nabateans didn't just build in stone, they carved dreams into the mountains. Look closer and you'll see tombs that once held kings, temples where incense smoke curled toward the sky, and staircases that led into sacred darkness. Petra's greatest secret wasn't its beauty, but its brilliant system of capturing water in one of the driest places on Earth. Cisterns, canals, and dams hidden in the rocks turned rainfall into lifeblood. With this water, they grew gardens, filled fountains, and hosted travelers from all corners of the ancient world. But even mighty cities fade. When trade routes shifted and earthquakes shook the ground, Petra fell silent. For centuries, it disappeared from maps, remembered only in Bedouin stories whispered by firelight. That is, until a Swiss explorer named Johann Burckhardt disguised himself as a pilgrim and found his way here in 1812. He was led through the canyon by a Bedouin, gasping as the rose-red city revealed itself once more. Since then, Petra has captivated the world, but many of its mysteries remain. Bedouins say there are still hidden chambers beneath the treasury, guarded by spirits and sealed by ancient curses. Some believe the gold of forgotten kings lies beneath your feet, untouched for millennia. There are whispers of a black Petra tomb never built, but dreamed off a city of shadow to mirror the light. Beyond the treasury, a great theater carved from stone echoes with the laughter and cries of audiences long gone. And high above, carved into the cliffs, lie the royal tombs, resting places of Petra's rulers, gazing forever over their city. The monastery, a colossal monument far up the mountain, waits like a sleeping god, hidden behind hundreds of stone steps. Pilgrims once climbed them to reach holy ground. Today, we climb for wonder. But Petra is not a ruin, it lives on in its people. The Bedouins who once made their homes in these caves now welcome travelers and share songs passed down for generations. Children run through the canyons like their ancestors once did, their laughter filling the empty chambers. You'll see old men sipping sweet tea in the shade, their eyes filled with stories too vast for words. In 2024, archaeologists uncovered a hidden crypt beneath the treasury, untouched by time, with ancient sarcophagi inside. And just last year, drones revealed a forgotten ceremonial platform, proof that Petra still hides more than it shows. Every visit to Petra is a journey not just through stone, but through time, myth, and memory. Stand still for a moment. Listen. You might just hear footsteps in the dust, voices from the past calling you back. Because Petra is not just a place, it's a story, and now it's part of yours. Machu Picchu, Peru. Close your eyes and imagine standing above the clouds, the world hushed, your heartbeat echoing in your ears. In another life, maybe you were an Inca chosen by the gods. Today, you stand where glory once breathed. Welcome to Machu Picchu, the legendary lost city of the Incas. Nestled high in the Andes, it lay hidden for centuries, veiled by the jungle, untouched by Spanish conquest. Hiram Bingham stumbled upon it in 1911, But for the locals, it had always been sacred ground. Built in the 15th century, Machu Picchu was more than a city. It was a royal sanctuary and a cosmic portal. The Incas believed their emperor was descended from the sun, and this mountaintop was his divine retreat. Gaze at the stones, they fit so tightly together. No mortar, no gaps, just pure brilliance. These walls have stood against time and tremor, crafted by hands that worked in harmony with the earth. The city's layout aligns with the star-siege temple, terrace, and stone echoing celestial rhythms. The Temple of the Sun catches the solstice sunrise perfectly. The Intihuatana stone was said to tie the sun to the earth, ensuring its return each day. Over 200 structures once buzzed with life, rituals, learning, laughter, and silence. Yet no written words explain why it was built or why it was left behind. Was it a royal hideaway? A place of spiritual training? A last whisper of Incan resistance? Some legends tell of tunnels filled with gold and sacred knowledge sealed forever beneath stone. But the true treasure here is the spirit that still breathes through every carved path and crumbled wall. Walk the terraces and imagine incense drifting in the air, voices chanting to the gods. Here, the Incas didn't conquer nature, they became part of it. Their farming terraces spiral down the mountain like green prayers. The mountains weren't background, they were alive. Sacred, protectors of the soul. Morning mist rolls in like a memory, cloaking stone and story alike. Some say you can feel the ancestors watching, not haunting, but honoring your presence. Every step here feels like walking into a forgotten dream made real again. And even today, we've only uncovered part of its secrets. There's still more waiting beneath the surface. Machu Picchu isn't just a destination, it's a doorway into another world. When you leave, you take more than photos, you carry whispers of a civilization that dared to touch the sky. Chichen Itza, Mexico. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to stumble upon a lost city where gods once walked among men? Towering, silent, eternal. A pyramid carved from the dreams of an ancient civilization. You've just stepped into Chichen Itza, where the stones remember stories long forgotten by men. Here, the Maya didn't just build a city, they built a cosmic clock, a gateway to the heavens. The mighty temple of Kukulkan, or El Castillo, stands at the heart, rising like a question to the gods. Four staircases, 91 steps each, and one at the top had up to 365. Not a coincidence. This was their calendar in stone, ticking through eternity. Twice a year, during the spring and autumn equinoxes, shadows form the image of a serpent slithering down the staircase. The feathered god Kukulkan returns to the earth in light and shadow, and for a moment myth breathes again. But wait, clap your hands near the base of the pyramid. Do you hear it? The echo is not just sound, it's music. A chirp. It mimics the call of the sacred Quetzal bird, long believed to carry the breath of the gods. These weren't just builders. They were mathematicians, astronomers, poets in limestone. Venture further, and you'll find the Great Ball Court, the largest in ancient Mesoamerica. Here, players hit a heavy rubber ball through stone hoops high above, using only their hips. It was more than a game, it was ritual, a battle between dark and light, between life and death. And the winners? Some believe they were sacrificed not as punishment, but as honor. Step inside the Temple of the Warriors, where stone columns whisper of battles fought and ceremonies held. Picture rows of warriors standing still in time, guardians of sacred power. Atop the temple, the statue of Chakmul lies with a bowl on its stomach, waiting for offerings, perhaps hearts of the brave. Nearby lies the cenote, Sagradothi sacred well. This was not a place to drink. It was a gateway to the gods, a watery grave for gold, jade, and human life. Divers found bones, jewelry, faces carved in stone. The Maya believed water connected our world to the next deep, cold, and divine. But even with their brilliance, the city was eventually abandoned. Drought, rebellion, a change in the stars? No one truly knows. What remains is mystery, echoing across every moss-covered block. As the sun sets, the jungle hushes again, and the shadows grow long across the temples. You begin to feel watched not with menace, but memory. The spirits here don't haunt, they remember. They wait for the few who listen. Chichen Itza is not just a ruin. It's a voice, carved into stone, speaking through centuries. And if you stand quietly, just before the night falls, you might hear it whisper your name. After all, perhaps you've been here before long, long ago.